And we're recording. Hello, everybody. Episode 4 of Fun Times Football in full swing. This week, Ashley couldn't record at his house because the in-laws are there, so he came to my house to gate crash, which is all fun. So we've got Ashley Kerwin, resident Championship Norwich supporter. Billy Kerr returning again, 4th week strong. And Chris Gibson for his second appearance. Lovely. I think you should know us all by now. If you don't, then go back and watch previous episodes. And yeah, there we go. Anyone got anything interesting to say to kick it off?
I'm fighting through injury here, so I hope it's very well appreciated.
Yeah, we do appreciate you coming, actually, Billy, because you said you wouldn't be able to make it because you're in pain. What happened, mate?
Well, let me say this was 5 a.m. as well, which just really adds to it. But I was on my way to work. Obviously, it's been pissing down all day. I have to walk through this mud track to get to my work. I've turned onto the mud track. I must have been on it for 1 second. I've slipped. I've probably gotten about 4 feet of air, gone straight down on my face. Somehow done my ankle in. I've had to go back home. And I'm not joking. From top to tail, on the front of me was nothing. I was covered in mud. So 5 o'clock in the morning. Cannot stress that enough. I was already grumpy.
You were skipping. You were skipping to work. You said.
You can barely hear Ashley.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you said you were skipping to work, Billy. I'm not sure. That's the bit that I don't understand.
I'm 95% sure I never said that.
I'm pretty sure you said
on
you
the
were
Facebook messages. You said you were skipping.
Oh, I meant to say walking. I think that's probably autocorrect.
I think that's a
weird autocorrect. Yeah, very similar words.
Yeah.
No, that's so. Yeah, I was going to say if you were skipping across a mud patch in the rain, then that's
skipping at 5 a.m. Who does that?
I don't know. You might want to brighten day up.
I'm really excited about working Waitrose. I don't know.
Brighten the day up. Skip through the mud patch, get to work clean,
serve some fish. I don't know. Whatever you.
Cut some meat.
It was fish, but yeah, that's the only correct statement in all of what you just said.
Did you actually still go to work then?
Yeah, my girlfriend ended up taking me in after I dragged mud throughout the nice clean house. So, dog house. Luckily, we've got a sofa for me to sleep on.
I was going to say, so you were grumpy and made your missus grumpy as well.
Yeah, she's always grumpy anyway.
Okay. I mean,
should cut to the theme tune now, man.
Yeah, sorry. So we're gonna. I've managed to figure out the theme tune this week, so we'll just cut to the theme tune. Friday, it's Fun Times Football. There we go. Theme tune.
That's
Friday,
never gonna get better.
No, it won't. We might need a new theme tune, but I've actually. So what happened was last week I tried to import them into the StreamYard platform. But Ashley had sent me MP4s instead of MP3s.
Extra MP.
No, it's not how it works.
Okay.
No, MP4 is a video format and MP3 is a audio format. It obviously only accepts the audio format, so I think we're getting off track. So first game, we're going to talk about. Only one of us really has any skin in this one, and he's sitting below everyone on the old. I don't even know what you call it, the screen, I guess. Chris, how do you feel about this weekend's fixture? Chelsea away for the Arsenal. How do you feel about it?
Optimistic, excited. I think overall, I'm just glad Premier League football's back because I just don't get any excitement from international football whatsoever. So I've got nothing to offer in terms of what's happened in the last week or two. But in terms of the Arsenal game, we've got a full fit squad. It should be the first time this season, which is mad, that Jesus, Martinelli and Saka will play up front, that front three.
Saka back. Is Saka back from injury? Do you know?
Arteta's presser this morning said he's pretty much, yeah. He's been doing fitness tests. Didn't play for England, which is a bonus. So I think the only one which is a little bit of a doubt is actually Saliba. He's got something wrong with his toe, of all things. But no, I'm fairly confident.
To work.
And you're missing Saliba, and you're still confident.
No, he's our biggest doubt, but I reckon it will be a full strength squad. I don't think we've got anyone out of injury. He's the doubt, but I think Arteta doing what he does best, being very coy on every single press conference he has, keeping his cards close to his chest. Who knows? El Neni might be up front.
I'd say if there's one person you don't want to miss in your squad, it would be Saliba.
I think that's where it derailed last season.
Yeah, absolutely. When Saliba got injured at the tail end of last season was when your dip in form happened. I'm just saying, I don't know. Chelsea are hitting a bit of a stride. Just they've won 3 on the bounce now. Beat Brighton, Fulham away, Burnley away.
But in front of their fans, when they're demanding more than they're actually delivering this season, I think their wins have only
That's
been
true.
away. Is that correct? Or was Brighton at home?
No, they beat Brighton at home.
Brighton at home. So
I would.
yeah, I just think
I
we'll
would
find some
say-
form now.
Yeah.
But I could be in my own words.
I think it'll be a tougher game than you'd expect. I feel like Chelsea is sort of hitting a bit of vein of form, and it will be a very, very close game. I've got a feeling it could be a draw. Maybe that's just me being optimistic and hoping that Arsenal drop some more points, but I don't know. I think it could very well be a draw, especially if Saliba's not there. Man, he's like one of the best centre backs.
I reckon
in the
he'll
league.
start. He's had this toe injury for quite a while, and I think what they're doing is I don't know, like shoving him with injections, whatever you do, but it's just the long-term solution to something that needs to be sorted now.
you
So
get
he'll
Billy some of
definitely
those?
play. He'll definitely play. He didn't play for France. Yeah,
He didn't play for France.
I don't think he does.
What?
I don't think he's one of their centre backs for their first 11.
To be fair, they've got a mad amount of decent centre backs.
Have they?
I'll say
Saliba?
maybe Varane and Kimpembe. They're starting to.
I was going to say
He didn't even play in the last
Varane ahead,
tournament.
really?
Yeah, Varane's pretty sick. He's just got a shy team around him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
put Saliba ahead of Varane, probably.
Well, it could be the same Maguire complex. Like Jesus Christ, there's cues that should be ahead of Maguire, but it's down to the manager, isn't it?
Yeah.
well, do they play one of the Hernandez brothers there? Actually, don't they? In centre back.
Maybe.
You got-
I know. I think
Oh, sorry.
Lucas Hernandez, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And Teo plays left back.
Yeah.
That's weird though, because I think Saliba's probably one of the best centre backs in the Prem at the moment.
Maybe this
That's
is where
still
we're
very
missing
young.
Sam, because Sam would probably know the French squad off by heart, wouldn't he? So
Sam
maybe this is
absolutely
where we
would
need
know the French
Sam.
squad off by heart, but I don't think. I mean, he's seeing kids in glass houses tonight.
He's seen kids.
Yeah,
He said
I
he
didn't
was
know they were a
in
thing
the-
anymore. I thought they went down with lost profits.
Well, I mean,
Lost profits would love him, but I mean,
They were like very tight.
Were they?
Yeah.
well,
Cut that.
profits like tight, don't they?
we're going down a dodgy road
Yeah,
here,
let's
man.
stop this.
Chelsea,
Let's stop this.
Arsenal.
Chelsea Arsenal score prediction. Chris, score predictions of Chelsea Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal.
Ooh. Oof.
Confident.
Bold. Bill, what do you
4
reckon?
wins
mate?
in a row.
Now,
Yeah.
this one's tough for me because, God, do I hate both clubs.
Well publicised.
I don't know. Did you see Modric's goal for Ukraine as well? He's starting to look a bit dangerous. I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. I think. Unfortunately. Yeah.
That's fair. Ashley.
I think I know we don't have any Chelsea representation here, but if you were a Chelsea fan, this game has come at the wrong time. Like you're just hitting your stride. The last thing you want to do is face Arsenal. Mudryk, yeah, it's not a fun fact, but before last month, Mudryk hadn't scored for club or country, which is quite mad, isn't it? Considering-
Ever.
obviously
since
for
he's moved since
Chelsea, and he
Shakhtar,
had
yeah.
never scored for Ukraine. I haven't seen his goal though. No, he hadn't.
Yeah,
But,
that
maybe he's-
weren't bad to be fair.
we didn't discuss this beforehand, me and Liam, but I was gonna go for a 1-1 draw actually, because I feel like Chelsea might have enough now to hold Arsenal back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss this beforehand. And that's really strange because I'm also going to go for a draw, but I'm going to go 2-2. I think there'll be a late equaliser. There'll be like a 85th to end of the game equaliser to make it 2-2.
Off of Saliba's toe, and it finally does
Yes.
it. And that's his
It
final
snaps
act.
back in half. Yes. he's out for 6
I don't know.
months.
I'm a bit worried about Cucurella and Martinelli because Reece James is out again. At the beginning of the season, they named his captain. He's probably played 2 games.
Yeah, but
Man can't get a break.
That guy is an ankle injury. Like that's.
He's a kid being thrown at a glass house.
It's just sick note, isn't he? All right, we'll move on. Score predictions are interesting. 2 draws, 2 wins for Arsenal. No one thinks Chelsea's going to win then. I guess realistic, to be honest. It would, yeah. It would be an absolute shocker. So, next game, probably the worst derby in the league, Liverpool-Everton. In terms of like quality.
No.
What?
There's worse derbies out there.
That was a Liverpool walkover every day.
We had
every time.
It's still intense. Like it's still a big fixture.
But it's like
it's got history, man.
You've got to bear in mind. Technically speaking, Crystal Palace Fulham is a derby.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, there's a lot worse derbies.
That's true, but like the ones that I made a big point.
Hey, before you search that, I've got this fact. So Liverpool have never lost at home to Everton this century. There you go. That's my fun fact.
So why are you trying to take over fun facts?
I don't know. Who
was that your fun fact? Was it this week? I don't know.
Who is this guy?
No, because my facts are more fun than that. You missed out on last week's as well. That was a banger.
I never claimed it was a fun fact.
He's wrong.
Of course he is.
Last time Everton beat Liverpool at Anfield was
maybe in the league.
February 2021.
In the league.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't correct.
They're right there.
I had this ready, man. I'm not having that. Surely not.
Even stopped you researching. No, I got this. It's true.
Terrible.
It was in the Premier League as well.
I'm not having that.
It says it right here. It was in the Premier League.
I don't
check on the 21s. That's what he meant.
That's hilarious. But let's all be honest about this. Like laughing about Ashley getting his facts wrong is funny.
Fucking flash score. I'm trying to trust it.
But I think Liverpool have got way too much quality for this Everton side at the moment. Unless Sean can roll the dice and really make this squad come up to something.
Oh, you set that one up for yourself, didn't you?
Ah, shit. No, I read it wrong. They have lost once. Sorry, yeah.
They've lost once.
Sorry, that was then, yeah.
But, yeah. In all honesty, like I can't see anything past Liverpool smashing them like 4-0 at least.
Yeah, 3-0.
Do you know what I mean? What do you reckon, boys?
I agree. Obviously, like Everton are piss poor. Liverpool are looking like one of the contenders for top 4 this season. I'm actually going to go for a 4-1 just to be a bit different. But yeah, that's my prediction.
Chris, what do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, unanimous. Like they're gonna blitz them. I would be surprised if they didn't get 3 or more goals.
Yeah.
But I still would bet that Everton will get 1. So I'd be doing a 3-1 or a 4-1. Not quite sure which.
You still reckon Everton will get a goal?
Yeah. Can I pop a question out there then? So obviously I lived in Liverpool for a little while. And imagine, so if you lived there and you were forced to pick a team to support, because obviously Liverpool are unbearable. Sorry to your mum.
You supported them when you were there.
I know exactly, but who would you support? Because obviously Everton are shit, but Liverpool are just, So if you were forced to support one of those teams, who would it be?
You support Liverpool, wouldn't you? Why would you want to support Everton?
No, I think I'd support Everton just because I like the underdog. Or do I have to support them forever? Do I have to switch allegiances?
I
couldn't do it forever. If I was like doing what you did and went there to uni for like 2 years, then I'd do Everton. Just because.
Tranmere Rovers.
Yeah.
There you go. Pop out. Yeah.
It's all right supporting the spastic when you've got to leave 2 years.
You can't say that word. You're going to get cancelled.
Great. Let's go on Spotify and probably
Sophisticated, I said.
I don't even know. No one knows what that word means. That's a 1920s word anyway. I don't think it even exists anymore. He's not here today, so we can all slag him off. And no,
Great segue.
Actually, I didn't do full score predictions. Billy went 4-1. Chris, what's your score? Liverpool Everton.
Yeah, 4-1. 4-1. Yep.
4-1. Billy went.
He was 4-1.
4-1. I said 4-0.
Oh, I'm 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Well, that's a unanimous Liverpool smashing of Everton.
Everton 1-0 win incoming.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Man City Brighton. This is an
Good game.
interesting game. I think every week on the podcast I've said Brighton haven't been playing well when in reality they actually have been doing all right. They've been a lot. I think it's because they haven't looked like they've been playing as well, and they've been a lot leakier than they have in previous seasons. You know, they're conceding a lot of goals. And playing against City, like Rodri's back, isn't he? Rodri's band's over.
Is it? So no, it's a straight three games. I'm sure he's still got one. I'm sure he's still got one because it'll be Wolves, Arsenal, and then this one, surely.
No, it was, 23rd is it?
He's missed. Oh, I don't know.
He'd only missed 2 games apparently.
2. Okay.
I don't know why.
I thought it was 3. Yeah.
That's
3 game ban.
Yeah. Oh,
Cup game count?
The Carabao Cup.
As well. Okay.
So he comes back this week. I'm pretty sure. He comes
He
back
wouldn't
this
play
week.
in the Carabao Cup anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
No, but
as interesting of a game as this is, I think City are going to be pissed off, and that is that's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, they're not. When was the last time? Like the last time Pep lost 2 in a row in the league was years ago.
I think it was before he was with City.
I can't even.
No, I think it was at City.
I think it was City, like his first or second year.
Yeah,
but I can't even think of City losing 3 games.
No,
in a row.
Brighton have been conceding this season as well, so I kind of see a goal fest incoming. I do. I think Brighton have the ability to score.
And I think every setback that Man City's had, Pep's just gone into him. Like, he'll be throwing everything at them. They'll come out, and I reckon they'll absolutely smash them.
Yeah, but I mean, Brighton have got something to prove as well, to be honest. The last time they won in the league was against Bournemouth on the 24th of September. But other than, I mean, West Ham beat them at the beginning of the season.
Why are you saying that like it's some implausible thing?
It's not.
Even West Ham.
Even West Ham beat them.
Oh, dear.
No, you got Ashley next year in a fucking Norwich shirt. You're throwing shade in my direction.
That was me. That was purely me, top of the league.
They're literally sat in the shade.
Yeah.
You are the shade.
Yeah. Hey, you leave my void out of this. But I think City will have too much for them. Haaland's been a bit missing the past few games for City. And here's a question. Here's a question, actually. Thinking of Haaland, do you think he absolutely needs someone creative behind him generating opportunities, and otherwise he can't really affect a game?
Seems that way at the moment.
He's an out-and-out striker, isn't he? Like while he's got the ability to burst through and score, he's at his best when he's poaching. He definitely misses KDB without a question. But I believe with Rodri back, he can fill that hole. But he's obviously not on KDB's level, in my opinion. But I do believe that he is very much a striker that feeds off service more than does it himself.
Yeah. Obviously, with Rodri being back, it means that the players in front of him don't have to worry so much about defensive duties either, you'd think, right? So, I can't even think he'd be playing. Like, say, if Foden's playing in front of him, you wouldn't really have to.
Our podcast favorite docu maybe could.
Fucking
Legend,
Legend.
friend of the
Legend.
show.
Man's had one good game this year, and it was against West Ham.
He had a good game last time, hadn't he?
Did
He's
he?
sick in the Champions
Oh,
League.
It was like 5 minutes.
Not
Shut him down
He
straight away.
he was missing
Champions League. I'm on about. That's the one. Champions League.
Against Leipzig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wonder if you put Haaland in a different team, how he'd get on without quality service. Put him in Norwich. I wouldn't mind, but how's he going to get on?
How do you
saying
turn that
everything
to
I
a
just
Norwich?
said about Haaland. I think he would destroy the championship. Like, that's
No.
not even a question, is it?
I don't know.
I've always said he's just a
I think
shit
he
team in Pookie.
Yeah.
Timo Pukki.
We missed Timo. So what's your score prediction, Liam, for Man City Brighton?
Score prediction for Man City Brighton. I think it'll be a heavy scoring game. I'm going to go 4-2 Man City.
Oof. I'm going to take this to give you my score, I guess, because it went quiet.
Yeah.
I am going to go 6-0 City. Fuck you, goodbye.
You really think they're coming out fucking with the towel whip? Just fuck off.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be in fact, I'm not going to do it, but I think it is going to be. It's going to be disgraceful. I do think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's very possible. That is very possible. Chris, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 for Man City.
I was worried for a second. I thought you were going to go Brighton and
No.
over.
No, I think they'll win. I think it's so tricky to call because part of me says like this could finally be a downfall of Man City, but I know what Pep's teams are like. They'll just bounce back and destroy them. But Brighton aren't any other team. They might get them on the break a couple of times, then the heads start dropping, then the fans start leaving, or what fans turned up anyway. So
Yeah, all 30
We'll see.
of them will leave the stadium. You know what? There is a point there though. Like if Brighton do get the better of it, say in the first half, and they're a goal or two in front, and City aren't quite getting the rub of the green, not looking too good, I wonder if there will be some sort of negativity set in. Probably not, because it's never happened before. But, we can all dream that City just fall away and end fifth this year. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
or at least not
No.
like
Not
a one-horse race.
Not
Even
here
though
to
last
defend
season
it,
was
but yeah.
2, kind of. But like a Premier League where there's like 4 or 5 in it until like the last
You know
week.
what?
How sick would that be?
I heard something the other day that made me think if Arsenal had beaten City once, they would have won the league. There was a 5-point
There's lots
differential.
of ifs and buts.
There's so many ifs and buts flying around.
But if ifs and buts
Have you
can
heard
be
the
nuts,
Queen's
we'd all have
death
a merry
theory?
Christmas.
Have you heard the,
Ash,
the,
what's
the,
your
the Queen's
score
death
prediction?
theory?
Well, yes, I have, yeah. But look, so last time we're on the pod with Brighton playing, we all predicted that Liverpool would absolutely smash them, like 4-2, 5-1 or some shit.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. I think we underestimate Brighton too much. But then again, I can't see City not win it. 2-1. It won't be a huge scoreline. It'll be a close game, I think. 2-1.
I mean,
It's not going to be that. It's not going to run away with it, I don't think.
no, I don't think they'll run away with it, but I think there's going to be so many goals in that game. So many goals in that game. So
Well, we can.
it's now come to that time where it is.
It's Billy's fun fact.
Billy, what fun fact have you got for us this week, boy?
I cannot believe you have done this.
You must have heard the theme tune already.
Yeah, but it's migraine-inducing. Let's
It matches.
let's
It
numb
matches
the
the
pain with a.
Not best work.
I want my 10% battery. That's not good. Let's get this fact out, shall we? I've got a few. So for a few weeks, we're going to get some momentum on the highlight of the show, obviously. Let's think. Well, I'm going to go with famous Icelandic former Barcelona and Chelsea star Ida Johnson made his Icelandic debut at 17 years old, coming off of the bench for his father.
What, he shook hands with his dad as his dad left the pitch?
Yeah, came on for him. Obviously his dad came off and he came on.
That is a good fact.
There you
It's
go.
kind of a shame, though, right? Like, as a father, you would love for your son to do his debut with you on the pitch, right? That would be such a moment.
That was actually something that finished up the fact when I was doing my research, is that they both went to the manager and complained after because they didn't get to play with each other.
Yeah, see?
Mm.
You know what?
He's named after his dad because I thought all Icelandic people were named. They're all Gudjon's son, so they were, so he's named after him.
Fuck off.
Sorry, interjecting on your fun fact. That's a good fact. To be fair, I didn't know that. Where did that come from?
See? Yeah. Iceland, to be honest, but yeah.
You're full of them. It's good.
You got facts out the wazoo. I love it.
Yeah,
I'd love to know where you get your facts from, because
A magician never reveals his secrets.
And I wouldn't either. If you've only got 10% battery, I guess we'll move to the probably another big game of the week.
Derby.
It's not a derby.
It's a London-
Not the
Everything's a
blue and
derby.
claret derby. The claret and blue derby.
You missed one bit.
I know, because Billy's on low battery, so I'm
Oh,
skipping this
sorry.
one, and I'll
Right, I
do
see.
the other game afterwards. So Villa West Ham. I feel like this is going to be I think this could be probably one of the better games of the weekend in terms of like equal level football. I think it could be quite a battle on the pitch between
Is it
the
on
two
TV?
teams. How are you feeling as a West Ham fan about it, Bill?
It is on TV. Yeah.
Just give me a fucking break. It's like the start of the season has been ruthless. Honestly, the City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, Villa. I'm probably missing someone. I'm missing a team in there. But Brighton as well, obviously. That's 6 games of what will be, 9 fixtures where all the teams are. I mean, Chelsea, fair enough, maybe not so much, but
And the Bashka Topler.
And who?
Bashka Topler?
Oh. Yeah, to be fair, if you want to throw in, I can't even remember who the German team was. Who was the German team we played?
Freiburg.
I thought it was Freiburg. Yeah,
Freiburg.
they're a decent team as well. We've had a rough start to the season. So,
You've got Olympiacos afterwards.
yeah, see, that's another one. Like, you look at their squad; they've got some players in that team.
Have they?
But yeah, this game, I'm going. This is how I have to start every fucking week when you ask me this. I'm not feeling optimistic. Villa are flying. Ollie Watkins is unreal. We're still West Ham. Anything's possible. We can beat them 5-0. We can lose 5-0. Honestly, there's no way you can predict our games. We are an accumulator ruiner. Every single game, every single season, you can never predict us, and it's fucking torture.
Well, you are away. Does that make things different?
It makes fucking nothing, no difference whatsoever. Absolute
Did
circus.
win there last season.
We actually win there quite often, to be honest with you, but they're a different gravy this season.
You know what? It's something about Villa. I swear in the form table, since Unai Emery's come in, Villa would be 2nd or 3rd in the league. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's not even surprising, to be honest with you. They look what they did to Brighton in the previous game. They made that look easy.
Yeah, they first game of the season, they got absolutely humped by Newcastle.
Yeah.
But since then, they've sort of just been on one, haven't they? As you say, Ollie Watkins is flying. What a fucking striker!
Yeah, that's because I took him out of my FPL. That's why he's doing it.
Yeah, do you think he's going to be booking himself a place for the Euros if he continues the way he's going?
Oh yeah, he can take Nicetas if he wants.
He's got to, surely.
Yeah, but Gareth Southgate doesn't like informed players that actually play, so you never fucking know.
True. He'll probably still pick Tony
Yeah.
in prison. I don't know. What do you reckon then, Bill? Score prediction for it?
Oh, I'm gonna go for a. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 West Ham. Why not? I never do this. Let's go.
Back your boys, Bill. Always back
Go
your boys.
on. Why
You got to
not?
back your boys. Chris, what do you reckon? Villa West Ham. Any further comments to it either?
Well, some stats because I was fairly optimistic with Villa, and I think I put a Villa win on my Super Six. But then just looking at the last
He's got a pen.
results,
He's making notes.
oh, I've always got notes.
It's getting deep. Who brings a
Villa
pen and a
haven't-
notepad? to a
Villa haven't
podcast?
beat West Ham since 2015,
What?
and you've
No.
yeah.
That's
What, in all
in,
competitions?
in the Premier
Right?
League, in the Premier League,
In
the
Prem.
Premier League, and they haven't beat West Ham at home since oh shit, since 2015, yeah.
You know what? The thing I find about those sort of stats are when teams are on a roll, the commentator will say something like, and Villa haven't won against West Ham here
Yeah.
since 2015, while West Ham are 2-0 up
Goal.
on the 50th minute. Villa will score 3 goals in the next 10 minutes and be 3-2 up by the 65th. They always do it to Spurs. It's like, this team haven't beat Tottenham since whenever, and then all of a sudden we lose the game. But, you know.
So I'm going to go for a
Tottenham.
draw. I'm going to go 2-2.
Ooh, spicy. 2-2. Nice.
Okay.
The chili flakes.
I would love to back you, Bill, but I think Villa at the moment are just a very, very strong team, aren't they? So I'm going to say 2-1 Aston Villa.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Mm.
It's can't. You know. Ash?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa, and I don't have to defend
Oh, you
myself.
know what?
No, the
You
crippled
know
West
what?
Ham.
You know what? You know what?
He's
3-1.
Yeah.
he's gone.
That's fine.
It really
He's
made
gone.
the impact he wanted, but it happened.
I tried. You know. I think he wanted it on the first or second. You know what? And he did like three or four. But it's fine. You know, we'll move. I don't like that view. Actually, I'm going to go back to the wider.
Yeah.
Back to the wider view. Well, I mean, his phone was dying anyway, so I expected he would be bouncing out. Sorry, I've got a burp coming.
Okay, so next up we have Spurs Fulham. It's a London derby, not the most prolific one, of course, but Spurs top of the league, obviously flying high at the moment. Chris, do you have envy, or do you not bother about Spurs? They're just going to bottle it as usual.
I don't think I really like Ange. I really like him as a coach.
hate him.
Whenever
Can't
you're
hate
feeling
him.
sad, get some Ange on YouTube. He'll make you feel good. He's got some awesome speeches. They're blessed in the fact that they're in absolutely no competitions. They're just this in FA Cup now.
Yeah, and obviously the FA Cup doesn't start
Healthy
until beginning of
squad.
the year.
They've got goals in them. Son's in incredible form. That's what I was worried about. Like not worried for you, Liam. Where the goal's going to come from. And I really like and he played for Italy, didn't he? In Doogie. Udogie.
Left back.
Duke
Yeah,
Yugi.
yeah.
Italian.
You know what?
Like, we got the Italian
Italian.
team. I was like, what the fuck? But fair
Yeah.
play, he deserves it. He's been class. Where did you purchase him from?
We purchased him not this summer, last summer.
What's he somewhere?
I
Like,
believe it was Udinese.
something like that, wasn't it?
Let me
Good
tell
little player.
you. It might have been Verona.
No, that's where he's born.
That is where
I think
he
he
was
was.
born.
It's like
That's a
feel
disease
like
that he
I
had
feel
when he
like
was
we bought
7.
him.
it was Udinese.
It was Udinese. Yeah,
he was on loan last season.
it was Verona.
He scored 3 goals.
We bought him for Verona and then lent him to Udinese.
Yeah.
So he was owned by Verona, was loaned to Udinese. We bought him and then loaned him back to Udinese, and now he plays for us. And to be honest, what a player. Like, it's weird that I think all of the signings that we've signed so far this year that are playing regularly have actually come in and started doing a job almost instantly. The only player I want to see more of is Valise, but I don't think we'll see him very regularly for a while. He's a Argentinian striker who's like 18 years old, which is kind of scary because he was born in 2003 and he's 20. He's 20. But yeah, Udogi's incredible. Do you know? I feel like Basuma's going to be a big miss though.
Why is
still
he
haven't got-
gone?
Suspended.
Red card. He got a red card against Luton.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking dive. What an idiot. I mean, he would have been suspended anyway because he had a yellow before that, and he's already got 5 yellows this season. So that means the next time he gets a yellow card, which will probably be the match afterwards.
Yeah, I think. Did you see it on Match of the Day when Jonathan Pearce was commentating? And he just kept saying shame, shame, shame. After
No.
the Bisema guys said it about 13 times. Shame on him, shame, shame. But yeah, that's a bad miss. But I think you'll have enough to oversee Fulham. I should say. I don't think Fulham are anything special.
I don't think we've got. Other than that, I don't think we've really got any injuries or anything. Romero and Son looked like they got picked up a couple of niggles throughout the international break, but saw a press conference from Ange today, and both seem to be fine. There's no issues there. So, yeah, hopefully a full strength squad. But Fulham are the only team that have beat us this season.
Yeah.
Albeit
I was going to say, you've got a good record against them in the league.
Albeit it was an entirely changed squad. So, yeah, hopefully we've got enough to beat them. And
it's a Monday night.
It is Monday night. Monday night football.
Wait even longer for Premier League football to return.
I'm playing poker.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I can't. But I would have loved to watch. I almost went. Lewis almost got some tickets. Brother-in-law.
Yeah. Great stadium.
Oh, fantastic.
2-0 for me.
2-0. What, Spurs?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tend to agree it'll be something along those lines. I'm going to say 3-0. No, 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1's my final.
Okay, fair enough. 3-1 is
3-1. I'll lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in, Liam.
A walk in the park. Lock it in.
It's up there. Oh, darn it.
2-1. 2-1, I'm calling it Spurs.
2-1 to Spurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
Good result.
That will be a good result. You know what? That would keep us top of the league as well. Regardless of other results. Unless Arsenal win by...
It's goal difference, right? Yeah.
If you win by more goals than we do, you go above us.
No, I think...
It's not goal difference. We've got the same goal difference.
Spurs are staying top of the table this weekend.
We've scored more, which is what it is.
Okay.
That's
cool.
Yeah, Spurs are staying top still.
Which would be nice going in to the next few games. But then after that, we've got Palace, Chelsea, Wolves away that we love to lose. City, West. Yeah. You know what? Actually, looking at the fixture list, come Christmas, I think we could still be top. That's the trip.
Debatable. Man City, there's Newcastle and Wolves.
Fucking hell, we beat Man City every year. Calm it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Calm it down.
Not away. Not away.
No, not away. Normally beat them away.
Okay.
That's the trip up game, I think. The Wolves away. That's the trip up. So Newcastle Palace. Newcastle Palace.
Newcastle at home. Easy Newcastle win.
Easy
Not
win.
a lot to say on that. Yeah.
You
I can't see many teams going up the Toon unless it's underwater with a storm. They'll cruise through them.
No, I don't think Crystal Palace are like the most bang average team in the league. They're like right in the middle, 0 goal difference. Like you know,
hard to break down if they put every man behind the ball. But they won't score.
Yeah, I'm with you. Newcastle win it still.
Interesting
goals scored,
fact,
7 goals against.
liven this up a little bit.
Warrington.
In the Dream Team Premier League, most popular top 10 players in terms of how many points they've got, Anderson is there, and only 17% have chosen him. He's in
Have
the
you
top
got
10 for
Anderson?
points.
Or are you trying to say?
I have not got. He obviously being overlooked.
Somebody's got. I'm sure somebody's got Anderson. I'm sure.
Did you
of
just go to Sean Connery?
Sanderson.
I'm sure somebody's
sure,
got.
someone has got a
No means yes.
Well,
Stop it,
we,
50
please.
knows, yes.
we can
Still means yes.
we can touch on Dream Team, so I don't mind talking about Dream Team. You know I'm about that. They're only one.
Yeah.
You know, Newcastle and Palace are only one place apart.
I was going to say, they're not actually that far apart.
1 point apart. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Palace
crazy.
got the same points as Man United, you know?
You know, we'll have a look at Dream Team later. But
That's the
Saliba's
Roy
got a little
Hodgson
injury.
magic.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I think Roy Hodgson's already dead. He's come back to life to get Crystal Palace into Europe.
There it.
that would be great, wouldn't it?
Somebody has got Anderson. It's obviously Mr. Harris sticking faith. He's
Oh,
got
What do you
the
mean,
Palace
obviously?
player. He loves a bit of
He
Palace.
does love a bit of Paris.
Paris.
He does. He does love a bit.
Palace,
No one knows
Crystal
who Harris is. He's never made an appearance yet.
No, that's true. So what's your score prediction,
My s-
Christopher?
Yeah, Chris scores. On doors.
2-0 because Crystal Palace are difficult to break down, so I don't reckon it will be a landslide. I reckon 2-0.
Ooh. Ashley gone.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight game. It's only going to be 1-0, I think, because Palace just seem to have the most boring games. 7 goals for, 7 against. It just seems shit. 1-0. That's all I can
Is
see.
Tonali allowed to play?
I saw about. Yeah, so I saw that. I'm not sure if he's because obviously he wasn't included. Was he included for Italy? I don't think he was.
No, he pled.
Is it-
I think I saw something the other day that he pled guilty as well.
Oh,
So
was it as bad as Paqueta's where he predicted he'd get a yellow?
he is available.
He is available.
He is available, so he probably will. Is it as bad as what? Sorry.
Well, Paqueta when he was just like predicting when he'd get a
Oh
yellow
yeah, I
card or
don't
shit.
know.
I don't know if he better know
I
himself.
know. I'm going to say that it's going to be 1-1, just so Palace keep their 0 goal difference going.
Yeah.
But no, how funny is it that AC Milan sold Tonali and then a couple of months later he's got these charges coming dropping in? Could you imagine if before the summer he was like, I think they're on to me, sell me?
And they're so obvious as well. Like having a kicking off when he's being subbed and like not getting off the field. It's like what are they 2-3-0 up, and he's literally right near the line of the sub waiting for him. It's like get off. It's like no, fuck you. It's really funny. Like, yeah, let's get a card.
I think it was. I think it was when he was at AC Milan is when is the main charges.
What's Chris? So what are you talking about, Chris? Because I haven't really looked into this too much. What happened?
I've just seen this clip doing the rounds on Twitter. I don't know if he was wearing a Newcastle shirt or AC Milan, but he's being subbed and he's just taken ages to get off. But it's not like he's on the other side. He's literally right near the dugouts and he's just like taking ages. And he's arguing back. And it's right
on his
and it's at the end of the game as well.
Because he feeling
yellow card for himself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm with you now. Sorry,
okay.
time wasting. Yeah. It could be, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I think he probably at the end of it will still get a ban. I don't know how Italy look upon these things as bad as the English FA.
Bit of Saudi cash. I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Actually, Italy. I'm pretty sure the Italian FA are for sale. I feel like
exactly.
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like they would definitely be for sale if any FA is.
Won't the English FA investigate it as well? He's in the Premier League, so they'll have to do their diligence as well.
I'll give him mine.
No, because I think it's just they probably will have to afterwards, actually. But I think he's already admitted to some of the charges dropped on him when he was at AC Milan.
Well, so, Tony's made an example of. I just think anyone now is just you're done for.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, right? Like if you're playing in a game and you're able to put a bet on which you have influence over, that is not
cool.
It's not cool, kids. Not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool to cheat the system. So don't do it. No, it's just obviously it's like insider information, isn't it? So
Must be buzzing
you're going to
with
have an
it.
unfair advantage, sort of thing. So it's almost guaranteed, if you know what I mean. Like you've got a 90% chance of getting your bet right if you've got influence over the result of the bet you're putting on.
He's just like trying. Maybe in that game when he was time wasting, he was trying to get him to sort of book the whole game. He was like, please, just book me,
Just
ref.
book me, ref.
Please,
I've kicked 2 people in the face.
What?
I haven't kicked 2 people in the face.
Look, can I interject with a start, bench, and sell?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because the rest of
Yeah.
the fixtures are shit anyway. So
It's a
Yeah.
difficult one. And we're going to transverse time here. We're going to go across periods of time because I'm going to say prime, Gerrard, Lampard, or Bellingham. Obviously, Bellingham, assuming that's prime now, I would say.
It's
That's-
tricky, yeah, 'cause he's beginning of his career.
Yeah, but at the
And
moment, you'd say it's his absolute prime.
You're like throwing a dice.
I'm assuming probably. But it's tricky.
Oh, that's. Do you know what's hard about that?
You don't want to sell any
the,
of it.
is the fact that Bellingham's 20 years old and not done a lot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So like, obviously, when you look back on Lampard and Gerrard's careers,
But right, okay. So I'm just saying, like hypothetically, right now you've got them in your squad, fully fit at their prime, and obviously assuming, I think Bellingham is at. I don't know if he's at that level yet.
No,
I understand
Could
that.
not be
But
your prime.
Gerrard's won what champion? He didn't win any leagues, but he won
No,
Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Lampard's won Champions League leagues. Did he win the World Club Championship as well? I'm pretty sure he did, right?
Lampard
Chelsea-
was a prolific scorer.
And
He was
yeah,
like-
isn't
he was
Lampard like
ridiculous.
the highest scoring midfielder in the
yeah,
Premier
he's
League?
fifth or sixth in the highest scorers list or
Yeah.
something. He was ridiculous. I wish Bill was still here. I think Bill would have some interest in.
Yeah, so Lampard's won
Objectives and
3
that.
Premier Leagues, 4 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, Champions League, and the Europa League. And he's won Premier League Player of the Season as well.
I'm not.
I
he
would
was
say
in better
Lampard.
teams than
No, I
Gerrard
know.
was.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's team
Yeah,
accolades, but
what?
that if you actually like take
If
into
you're
account the
taking the
player,
player.
I don't give a shit what they've won. I just the goals obviously important, the assists.
Scott Carson's won 2
but-
Champions League.
yes.
exactly. Like,
That's true.
and he'd be like, "No,
But-
it's because of me."
Hey guys, I played an integral role.
Wait until he
I
tells
got
his
you all orange
grandchildren.
slices at half time.
But
I think-
89th
the issue,
minute
like-
penalty save, children. That was me.
No, but as you just said, like
Yeah,
Lampard's in the Premier League top scorers list, is he?
yeah, he's well up there.
Yeah.
He's
Oh yeah. 100%.
in the top 5 or
So
6.
Gerrard's nowhere near.
But Gerrard, I think he was a better player. I do
Do
genuinely.
you?
Yeah,
Different
I'd take
caps,
Gerrard
aren't
over
they?
Lampard.
Yeah.
That- I feel,
I would take Gerrard over Lampard. I know Bellingham probably isn't
but
quite there
that's,
yet. But
that's why I'm saying Bellingham being put in this conversation is an unfair thing to do because he hasn't had.
I guess you'd normally put Scholes in it. Yeah, but I just
He
I
hasn't
thought I'd
had-
chuck him in.
I understand what you're saying, but he hasn't had a.
He's 6th. Frank Lampard's 6th.
Frank
overall.
Lampard is the 6th highest scorer in the Premier League,
It's mad from midfield.
which is he's above Thierry Henry.
Yeah,
No other midfielders in there.
of course not. No, that is mad. Yeah. De Bruyne is 3rd for assists. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like Bellingham could be a better player than both, especially with what he's showing. If Bellingham continues just doing what he's doing, he doesn't even need to get better. If he can stay at this level for 10 years, you would pick him every time as the player you keep. Or
Can he do it
start.
on a rainy day in Stoke though?
I'm only talking about prime. I'm only talking, about the absolute, the very best. But yeah, no, I'm probably going start Gerrard, bench Lampard, and sell Bellingham anyway. But selling Belly was tricky because
That's what I mean. It's just
you
an
can't,
unfair. It's an
can you?
unfair thing to.
Hey,
to put him in.
it's a good one.
I think I'd be very similar, but I'd start Lampard, bench Gerrard, and sell Bellingham. But as I say, that's such a caveat on that sell Bellingham because the only reason I'm picking the other 2 above him is because of the back catalogue of
I know. I should
like
it's just
the caliber of player they were that they sustained for such a long time.
that's the
you know.
point. It's
And you
more-
say
No, I know.
prime. Bellingham
Yeah,
hasn't
but we
reached his
don't know-
prime.
That's
It's
what I mean.
unfair.
We don't know
Maybe
whether
he hasn't. Yeah, maybe he hasn't. But you
don't know what his prime is.
He's past it, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It
He's
could be.
just
It.
got,
Like, think about Michael
8 or
Owen.
9 player of the matches in a row. Yeah, Michael Owen. He had a very short.
Like Michael Owen's prime probably was around
3 or 4
like
years.
this,
The-
like
the
his
start of
20s,
2000s, yeah.
like his early 20s, where Bellingham is now.
Yeah.
But Bellingham could go on to be better, or even if he sustains this for a long period of time,
I'll be buzzing
his
if he's, I'll be
accolades will-
buzzing like even next year at the Euros if he's like this. It's going to be a massive advantage, I think.
yeah, by far the best midfielder in the world at the moment.
Currently, yeah. It's awesome.
Have you
It's
got
awesome.
another one with 3
What
people
do you
that
reckon?
actually make sense?
You haven't done yours
Well,
yet,
I've
though,
changed,
Chris.
I've changed my mind throughout it. But I would go Gerrard, mainly because I grew up with a lot of Liverpool fans in the household, so I've watched a lot of Stevie G throughout the years. Then bench Lampard and sell Bellingham
Yeah.
because I don't know his potential.
Yeah. All right. So just on the Lampard. Lampard is 4th on the most appearances in the Premier League, 6th on the most goals, and 4th on the most assists.
It's mad. It's
Like-
mad. But I just, having watched them both, I just feel like I'd rather have Gerrard. He's so good. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
That's a weird stat. Tottenham have more wins in the Premier League than Manchester City.
Well, yeah, because Man City only turned good in the Ashfield era, so I'm not, that's not,
Yeah,
What were you going to say anyway, Chris? After you delivered your
that was
start
it.
bench
I'll say
sell?
this. Is there another one you've got for us, Ash?
Sorry, no, I thought you had one. You were going to say you had 3 players you were going to put forward. No,
I could quickly think of one. Let's
Okay, let's
go.
You think of some.
Think of something while we run up the next segment,
Let's do the next schedule.
which is
It's not another fixture, is it?
another. It is going to be another fixture. Should we just run through these fixtures real quick?
Because they're not
Just,
great.
yeah.
All right, we'll just do score predictions. Bournemouth Wolves. I'm going to say Wolves 2-1. Bournemouth at home, by the
I
way.
agree.
I'm going to say Wolves
Same.
1.
1-1.
1-1. Sheffield Man United. Sheffield at home. Chris, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's a fixture United win. Sorry, little bit of ad lib there. We're going to go 2-0 United.
Why is it like? So this is a Saturday night 8 o'clock game, but why is that always Man United against like a newly promoted team? I feel like it's always Man United against Burnley or something on a.
Well,
So it's a rubbish. What time is that? 8 o'clock on a Saturday. I mean,
United are an easy team to put on TV, aren't they? Because
yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Well,
fixture.
because
they
they're
never
the-
used that fixture. Never used to be a thing. It's
well, no,
strange.
but they are mid-table team currently,
They are. Yeah.
and they also have probably the biggest fan base in the world.
Not still, surely.
Yeah, of course.
People jump.
Just giving
ship.
United
I don't
fans
know
to
what
get
their
home
names,
from
but
central London.
United,
isn't it?
United
Yeah,
are the
we're
most
quite busy.
probably the most.
they
Them and
still
Real Madrid are the most recognised football clubs in the world, right?
recognised. Yeah. Yeah. I guess
That's why
I
they're
guess
on
so.
TV.
It's weird, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's just great that they haven't been good for 10 years. It's great to see. No, Sheffield United are just so awful. I just think United 2-0. 2-0.
2-0 United.
Yeah.
I'm going to rock the apple cart. Throw those apples off. I'm going to go Sheffield United win 1-0.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't think it's a
I
big
know.
shock. I think if it was 2 or 3-0, then yeah, but it could happen.
Controversial.
It could easily happen.
Brentford Burnley. I think this one is going to be a snooze fest. It's going to be 1-1.
I don't think it's a snooze fest. They're both interesting teams. Burnley are quite there's always goals in Burnley games, like 5-2 with Spurs and all that, and fucking 4-1 with Chelsea, albeit Burnley are on the receiving end. But Brentford aren't doing great this season. I'm not sure about them this season. So let's go 3-2 Burnley.
3-2 Burnley. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Where did that come from?
That's Brentford at home as well. It's
going to be mad, man.
Is that would that be Burnley's first win?
It's company's turnaround. No, they've won against
No, they beat
Luton away.
Luton.
Oh, yeah.
Watch it hit the fan, man. Honestly.
That's funny. Chris, what do you reckon? Brentford Burnley.
2-0 Brentford.
Yeah, that's a fair. That's a acceptable.
That's more reasonable, is it? Yeah.
And game of the weekend: Nottingham Forest versus Luton.
Well, it might end up being 3-3.
It could be.
What a cracking game it could be.
It could be a 5-5, couldn't it? That would be so funny.
And I think any
You
game
know
that
what?
Luton turns up, it is going to be one of the games of the weekend because they're just such the underdog.
Do you know what is funny, actually? What obviously the Spurs-Luton game was the last game I watched of the Premier League, I think, other than the boring Arsenal City game. And Luton looked really good. They just couldn't finish. Like, they actually looked really good on the attack. They just had poor finishing. So I feel like they'll do all right, and I reckon they might be able to nick a win here. Sorry, Mr. Brockwell, if you're watching.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Luton 2-1.
because Brockwell, obviously, we caught up with him last week about Forest, didn't we? And he was very optimistic.
He
He
was.
feels like they're anywhere between, I think he said they're between 13th and 8th this season for a finish. So he's optimistic. I am too. So I think they'll win 2-1 this game. They'll be fine.
Yeah, fair. Chris, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. Forest win. But I think it'll be tight. I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 as well.
Did you say a score, Liam? I can't remember.
I said 2-1 Luton.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just saying that just for the fun, really. To
Yeah,
be
I
honest.
think by Brentford Burnley
You
just for the shits and gigs. But yeah, we've obviously got fantasy football to cover a little bit. What we're doing there.
Oh, I've made my subs.
I'm not sure if I can. I don't think I can touch my team.
Why?
They're untouchable.
Untouchable, mate. You're top of the league,
Really?
but there's always improvements to be made.
Yeah.
What? There's no one I can drop. I can't drop anyone.
So my subs this week, I took. Oh Jesus! Oh, my phone's going wild now.
Well, I'll go
took
through
out-
mine.
Go on then, you go.
I put Madison in, but I can't remember who I took out. Where do you go on actual transfers? What you've done?
Did you take out Mbuemo?
If you just go back to your last game week,
It wasn't, or I had Madison there. I don't know what I've done. Oh, I took Mbuemo out and I put Foden in. Because if they're taking into account the game next week, I think it's young boys they've got, City. Like, Foden's
Yeah.
going to play either the weekend or he's going to play in the Champions League, and I'm sure he gets some points there.
Yeah,
I've
that's
also
fair.
stuck with Haaland as captain, but it's just getting to that point now. Do I mix it?
Really? You've gone with me. You've put Salah and Haaland up front. The ultimate
They've
combination.
been there. I'm literally have not looked at your team once, mate. I'm really not copying you.
I'm-
I've had them for quite a while, actually.
I'm really annoyed that I don't
for you.
I haven't had enough.
didn't.
I haven't had enough subs to put Salah in. I wanted to, but I figured that I wanted some players that are going to be playing 2 games for the next few weeks. So I took Maddison out.
Oh.
I took Maddison and Mbuemo out and replaced them with Szoboszlai and Gordon,
Ooh.
Anthony Gordon of Newcastle.
Yeah.
The rest of my
Supposed to
team
be
remains the same. I've captained Haaland at the moment. Whether I change that or not, I'm not sure yet, but I think I might stick with it because he's got he is still the top scorer in the Premier League, even though he hasn't scored for a couple of games. And they're playing young boys in the middle of the week. Whether he'll get played in that game or not, we'll see.
Has Gordon finished his ban then? Because he didn't play last game week, did he? Was that
There's
just one
nothing.
game?
There's nothing against his name, so I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back now. Yeah.
Yeah. And they got Palace and Dortmund. Well, Newcastle, right? What a surprise in the Champions League.
Yeah. Oh, what a result!
Love
They
watching this
could
game.
be
Fucking brilliant.
favourites to go top of their group now. It's
That
just
they
awesome.
Mhm.
got hard. They weren't playing well against Milan away, and still got a result.
Yeah, that's a great result. That is
They
group of death, really.
played.
isn't it?
Yeah, everyone. I think me included. Actually, I laughed when I saw that group. I was like, "Well, Newcastle are out."
But Dortmund
But-
aren't actually the Dortmund that they've been recently.
No.
PSG aren't all that. I think they're about 5th in Ligue 1. So
I think really.
they're not great. They're not doing great. I don't think they're up there very high.
That's really funny. Who's top of the league then?
Oh, Monaco, I think.
Well, not yeah.
Yeah, PL
Third.
third. So they're not
PSG third.
they're not too bad, but
That's a 2 points in it, but
they're not like cruising. They're not like smashing it like normal. And obviously Neymar's not even there anymore. He's in fucking Saudi
No.
Arabia. They've got quite a young team now, haven't they?
yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know what to do because I'm with you a little bit, Liam, because I'm like, well, I've got Spurs players in there, Udogie and Maddison, but and they obviously haven't got 2 fixtures. But I just can't take Maddison and Udogie out. They're just too good.
I didn't want to.
They're
but
too good.
I figured it might. I need to risk it to try and win.
I'm going to stick with Salah as the captain. He served me well last time against Brighton with a brace, and he's obviously got Everton at home, which should be quite straightforward, and then Toulouse, and how they do it in France. Look, it looks like they are
Fucking
mid-table, so they're pretty shit.
yeah.
So I think Liverpool should batter them. Whether Salah plays or not, I don't know.
I reckon he'll play.
Yeah. So Salah captain, Doku's in there just because of this podcast. So let's crack on. Yeah, I'm happy. I've got a few points clear now after last weekend. So I'm like,
I need to.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm gonna win. So
I need to switch my front three up because I've got Alvarez and Haaland in.
it's not a problem though. They do play sometimes together.
Yeah. No, they do both score goals as well. That's the thing. If City have a
Alvarez more than Haaland this season.
if City have a
more
good
impressive.
game,
I'd be more worried about dropping Alvarez and Haaland at the moment. But you can't take Haaland out of your team. Nobody can. It's impossible. You just can't do it.
So you mentioned
I need to-
Neymar.
Drop out the podcast, dudes. I've got some things to do because we're off to Manchester tomorrow. So I bid you well. I can't leave. So what do I do instead?
Wait. We can actually end it here then.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty much done. We've done the
We can have a little private conversation
we've done the
in the shade.
schedule. We've done the dream team stuff, and that puts us at just
1
over
hour.
an hour. So that works fine. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for hanging on, Chris, while you've got things to do. Whatever happened to Billy happened to Billy.
Ain't no party like an S Club party, Chris. Just remember that.
Is that what you're going to CS Club, aren't you?
Yes.
Have they got a number after the name, or are they?
We haven't decided yet because they just keep dropping like flies, just like the hits one after the other. Ow.
Right.
So
Thank you
many
very much.
hits.
You know what?
Well,
I'll
I'm
play
literally
as
going to be 2 rows back from Rachel Stevens' butt, so it's going to be all right.
You are quite close, aren't you?
Nice. Well, enjoy your trip to Manchester, and thank you very much, avid listeners of Fun Times Football. We'll play you out.
That's what they want.
That is what they want.